Let's design a repeating pattern in Procreate, useful for designing your own fabric or gift wrapping. We're going to go into Safari and we're going to type in Pixabay to get to some Creative Commons images that you can use royalty-free in your design. Here's a license summary of how you can use them. Basically, if you're planning on selling your design, you really need to read these to make sure that you're not breaching the licensing. So now we're going to just search for some transparent background images that we can drop into our Procreate design file. Now, I've already gone ahead and saved a whole bunch, but I'm going to show you how. So transparent background, watercolor simple, some good keywords, and we're going to choose this pineapple. We're going to press on it and we're going to just hold and press save to photos, no need to download. And now we're going to go into Procreate and add a square canvas. And we're going to go into this toolbar option and press on insert photo. And we're going to go ahead and find all those Pixabay saved photos that I've already gone ahead and added into our Photos app. Now I'm going to choose this cute balloon love heart, and we can, with the selector tool on, go ahead and resize each of these photos or rotate them. And I'm going to recolor this guy by using the color dropper tool. I'm going to keep inserting until I've got a nice evenly covered canvas. And we want to keep away from the edges, so we don't want any of our images to be cut off because it's going to wreck our repeating pattern. And we're going to use a color picker tool on that heart. But I'm going to show you something really cool. Press and hold on any other part of our canvas. We can actually use the color from there, and we're going to do that now on this heart. So we really like the look of that, but this purple is a bit nicer. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so now what we're going to do is merge all of these down. So pressing where it says inserted image, and in the toolbar that appears, we're just going to press on merge down, which is the second bottom option. We're going to add another layer and we're going to fill that layer with black. And we're just going to drop the opacity to about 50%. That'll become obvious why we're doing that. We're going to drag that down to form a new group, and we're going to duplicate those two groups. And we're going to rename one group 1, and we're going to rename the other group group 2. We're going to press on canvas and we're going to turn on a drawing guide, and we are going to edit that and cut that into quarters. Then we're going to turn on these snapping tools because we're going to drag our group 2 all the way up so that it meets in the middle with our layer 1, group 1. And then group 1, we're going to drag from the top to the bottom, meeting in the middle, and those snapping tools are enabling us to perfectly center that. And we're going to turn that drawing guide off so we can see whether that overlaps, which it doesn't. And now we can drag layer 1s together and remove those black layers. And those black layers were enabling us to see whether our layers were overlapping at all. So now we can see we've got a lot of white still. So we're just going to go ahead and insert some more of our images. And we can recolor those however we choose. And we're going to use that color picker tool, choosing some color from different parts of our canvas. And we're just going to fill it up with lots of hearts here. Now we're going to color inside this arrow as well with this lovely red. Maybe we might change that to pink. We can actually duplicate these by sliding from right to left and dropping them in and changing their colors using the color picker tool. Now we're going to merge them all down again and do the same thing, adding another layer, filling that layer in black, adjusting opacity to 50% and dragging layer 2 into layer 1 to form a group, which we duplicate, renaming group 1 and renaming to group 2. Now, instead of dragging from top to bottom and bottom to top, we're going to be dragging from left to right and right to left. Doesn't matter which order, as long as one goes one way and one goes the other. And that black layer is giving us the ability to see whether they are overlapping. And now we're going to go ahead and turn off that drawing guide just to ensure that they are all lined up perfectly. And yep, there's no overlaps there. We're going to drag layer 1s down together. And now this looks pretty good, but we've got these two red hearts next to each other. So we're going to change the color of one of those hearts. And we're going to go ahead and fill up any further white space. And I'm going to do that by adding loads more hearts by duplicating. You'll notice I have deleted some of the steps in there just to make it a bit smoother flowing in our video. And let's go ahead and make this lovely golden color and duplicate loads more of those and move them around in this corner here. There we go. Now let's merge them down all the way. So we've got one more layer. Beautiful. And make any last color changes. Now the last thing we're going to do is go ahead and change the background color. So we're going to press here where it says background color. And we are going to use a color picker to pick up this lovely light color. And we can drag that circle around to choose the exact shade we want and save our image. So we're going to press on share, export it as a PNG and save it to our iPad. Now we want to go ahead into Safari and test to make sure our repeating pattern works. You can put in repeating pattern tester and you'll find loads of fantastic free repeating pattern testers on the internet. We're going to choose this one here that comes up by Bardo Brush, and we're going to split our screen by choosing these three dots up the top of our screen, and we're going to go into the Photos app and drag across our pattern that we've just created, and we can adjust the scale here on the screen to make it larger or smaller. Let's make it full screen again. Now that we've made our repeating pattern, we're going to just go digital fabric printing to show you all the different options for digital fabric printing in Australia. We're not going to recommend one particular one over the other, but we're going to just press on this top one here just to show you what it looks like. And this website here has lots of different things that you can create custom fabric designs of. And if we upload our file here, it gives us a preview of what it would look like as fabric. And you can go ahead and order your very own fabric. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.